Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are on the scenic Highway 12, almost to the end of it. Getting ready to get in a little town called Torrey. Then we are going to enter the Capitol Reef National Park. Can you say red mountains? Red everything? Just gorgeous country here in Utah. We're in the south central part of Utah. Absolutely stunning here. Lots of homes through here. Wouldn't you like to live here, huh? Alright, get up to Torrey, gotta grab some fuel. Then we got about another 7-8 miles to get into the Capitol Reef. Farmland through here. You know, Capitol Reef, it's famous for fruit trees. There's actually a town there, Fruta. Just a unique area. Tons of history here. Settlers, Mormons, trails, Native American, all of it. It's incredible. What a ride on this Highway 12, huh? If you didn't see that last video, make sure you check it out. Actually, the last two. Going into Bryce Canyon, Escalante, then through the red rocks of the canyon on 12 here. One of the most scenic, probably one of the most top-rated scenic byways in the country, what we just experienced. Glad I came up here, and what a blessing. Go figure, an early heat wave. I was able to shoot up in here and film all this. Alright, looks like we're getting on into town here. This is called Torrey, Utah. There is a huge RV park off to the left. I don't even think they're open yet. A lot of this stuff doesn't open up till like mid-April. Somewhere in there. We're right at the 1st of April. Ooh, that gas station looks crowded, but they got diesel. Let me sneak in here. See if I can't grab a little fuel. Wait here a second. Oh, that guy's leaving. Thank you, buddy. Heck yeah. For a weekday this early, can you imagine what it's going to be like here in the summer? This place is a zoo. There's hotels, motels everywhere. All right, you guys wait in the van. I'm going to grab some fuel. Be right back. Well, it's even busy getting out of here. Big old Coca-Cola truck. All that sugar water. I don't drink that stuff anymore. No more pop. I haven't had sodas in years. See, there's that RV parked straight across. Not open yet, doesn't look like. All right, here we go. We got about 7-8 miles to get up to Capitol Reef. Nine miles. I was wrong. The sign said 9. Oh well. This is Utah 24, Highway 24. Very few highways cut through the mountains here. Always keep your gas tank full when you can. Never know. And look at this view. Yay. Capitol Reef's kind of unique. It's off a main highway like this. I believe there's a old farm we can go down and see, stuff like that. Schoolhouse. A lot of rock formations. But there's your view, huh? My goodness. Oh. There's more hotels and resorts. People live out here. We're not even in the park yet. Here we go. Now we're getting in it. These mountains get close in the cliffs. And I think, yep, see where this car is parked here? There's the official sign. Welcome to Capitol Reef. Okay, we're in. Let's do a little exploring. Been a few years since I've been through here, quite a few actually. I believe there's petroglyphs we can find at old schoolhouse, and I'll drive out to that farm. You can see just how close those big cliffs are to the road. Way up, just towering over it. Oh, I see a pull-off coming up. We'll stop. Reminds me of like the Flintstones, all the big boulders. Looks like they were placed there, huh? Well, they were probably a million years ago. Then all the soil erodes from underneath them. Okay, here's our official map. Welcome to Capitol Reef. It's kind of a drive-through type national park. We are right there. It's not the biggest national park, because you can only access so much off the roads. If I had four-wheel drive, you could do a lot more. I don't. But I think we'll see what Chimney Rock, or whatever they call it. Some other features. Yep, there's the petroglyphs. We'll find those. Kind of a fast pace. You can't slow down too much through here. I'll look for another turnout. And this is the last of this series. I'm heading back to Arizona after this video. Gotta get back home. Got a little Route 66 stuff coming up. 100-year centennial. Then the first weekend of May is the fun run in Seligman and Kingman. Kingman's the biggest deal. Ooh, look at this off to the left. Yay. Cool. I see a pullout. Yay. Alright. We gotta stop here. There's your Chimney Rock. Big old towering rock feature down there. There you can see it better. Look all the layers. It looks like that was just layered in there. Then all these rock cliffs. Wow, huh? And we're rolling. I looked at the phones. That schoolhouse is up the road here. There's more pullouts. There's hiking trails all over in here. So if you're a hiker, this is the place for you. I believe there's 5 national parks just in the central southern part of Utah. What we got? You got Zion, Bryce, Capitol Reef here. Arches. That's a little farther to the east, and Canyonlands. Then there's that Golden Spike up above Salt Lake. Utah is wow, look at that view. Oh god, we got stopped. Oh goodness. That is just powerful, isn't it? There's your Kodak moment. If you were making a postcard, there it is. Oop, I think I see a place to pull up here. Pull off. Yay. And here's your side view. Trying to hang on to the camera here. What's this called? The Fluted Wall. Okay. And on this side, nothing but open prairie. Looks like these guys are trying to flower out. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of a desert weed. There's a little, almost looks like cotton, doesn't it? Interesting. All right, well, see what else we can get into. What a pretty stop here. My goodness. The fluted wall. All right, I think we're getting close to Fruta, Utah. There's no fees to get in this one, probably because it's on the main road. A lot of national parks charged by the carload. I think up here is our turnoff to go back to the farm, but I'm going to go past this. I want to go find that schoolhouse and the petroglyphs. Yep. And there's their park headquarters there off to the right, that building. And all the fruit trees. Hanksville, 37 miles. Now, if you went clear over to Hanksville, that's way out of the park. That would take you up north to I-70 or drop you all the way back down to like Monument Valley. We're not going that far. This is quite a ways out for me this time of year. Normally I don't come out this far this early. Once again, we had to take advantage of this good weather. My goodness, it's perfect. Big orchards here. That's why they call it Fruta. Let's stop here a second. Trees are getting blooms. What a perfect place probably to grow. They got water, probably the right soil. I mean, all this stuff goes back generations. Guy Smith Place. Looks like they what, grow apples? Well, too early to pick one. Old wagon sitting there. Yeah. Think of who's been through here, huh? That's what I always think about when I come to these places. All right. Well, that schoolhouse is right down the street. See, there's a few green buds popping out. 2026. All right, let's go find it. The old schoolhouse. Well, that didn't take long. All right, we're here. A one-room schoolhouse. Could you imagine growing up here way back then? All the kids running around, climbing on all these rocks. My goodness. A community's cornerstone. I'll be darned. Yeah, this dates way back. Way back. And there's all the kiddos. Quite a few, huh? What a life they had. They went right there. That was their whole world.
My name is Reef Torrey, and I taught here in 1934 as a brand new teacher. I was immediately it was a 9.5-mile drive from my parents' home.
Well, there's the old desk, teacher's desk, school desk, all wood seats, potbelly stove. Looks like they restored it pretty good. Saving history. Big timbered walls, old wood door. Been here forever, huh? Them kids got to climb these trees probably. Very cool. Well, where I went to school, it didn't look like this at all. All right, well, Let's go find those petroglyphs. Busy, busy road. And in the summer, it'd even be worse. Looks like that trailer was leaking something, pulling in. That guy in the trailer almost pulled off the edge there. Huh. Okay, here we go. Should be just right up the road. Petroglyphs. And that's probably about as far as I'll come in this way. We'll go back and try to find that farm. All the trees through here. Here they are. Oh wow. Hopefully I can find parking. Wasn't expecting it to be this busy. Yep, I see one. See a couple of them. Alright, we're good. One thing about the van, it's over 22 feet long. Can't always find parking, but if that motorhome did it, we can do it. Like right here. Okay, well, let me get geared up here and then we'll go take a walk. I heard some people back there saying they're super hard to find. All that rock is starting to bust apart, falling down. They're losing them probably. Well, we'll see what we can find. Pretty good walkway they built here. Right around the trees and the rocks. There's a few, very faint, hard to see. They are so faint. I'm gonna get a different angle. Maybe I can zoom in on it with my phone. They're definitely in here, those petroglyphs. Ancient artwork.
Hi.
Old time storytelling.
Good.
Can you see them? Best I can do. Looks like animal shapes. But they're pretty badly worn. Maybe at the other end we'll see more. But there they are anyway. Petroglyphs right here at Capitol Reef.
Cool stuff.
Oh, man.
These trees are blocking a few. You know, these big chunks of cliffs, they got cracks in them. It's like they could slide right off on you. I mean, that goes way up. Way up. Amazing. Well, they're in there. You almost have to see them with your eye. I know the camera's not doing it the best.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good yourself.
Good.
Well, I'm down here at the end of it. Pretty walk anyway. They're just deteriorating. Mother Nature's taking a toll on it. Yeah, them cliffs go way up. Looks like peanut brittle or something, doesn't it? See, there's that big crack. Looks like it'd slide right off. And more orchards across the way. What's this say? Farming to Fremont. Get that fruit. This must be the perfect climate for it. Well, back where the van was parked, a lot of people were looking at a little area. Maybe I can spot them better. This tree's growing right into this deck, isn't it? I'm still looking. Well, we're almost back up here. Just a nice walk. Nice to be out of that van. But I got some miles to do later. I gotta keep on trucking. Well, I tried. There was a lot of people there. Okay, well, let's go find that farm. We ain't done yet. Gonna start trucking back towards the west. Nice van there, huh? Perfect way to travel. But you know, places like Capitol Reef, you don't need an RV. There's all kinds of cabins, hotels, motels. You can stay at a lot of these places. You just gotta book it way in advance. All the stuff sells out in the summer. But to me, so far, the schoolhouse right up here on the right is number one. Number two is that fluted wall. Chimney Rock was cool. All right, we'll see what else we can run into here. Well, that nature thing across the road's closed. Old wagon here. Good view of the cliffs, huh? Old time farm equipment. Looks like a blacksmith. Maybe they're just their workshop. They're still farming it. Horseshoes hanging up there. Got the plow. Horse bridles, all of it. Big old anvil. Pretty darn neat. All right. Well, keep trucking back. There's a campground back in here. I'll do a drive-through. Looks like a park. A lot of day use in here. Well, I guess a lot of people come out of Salt Lake. Of course, from all over the world come these places. Big parking lot there. Oh, this must be the farm. Gifford Farm. There's the creek that rolls through. And looks like a gift shop, maybe museum. Well, I'll park and we'll do a little walk around the homestead here. Looks like quite a few rigs over there in the campground. I bet that sells out in a hurry. And I believe the trails keep going. Farther you go, it turns to dirt and four-wheel drive probably. Look at this. Big old parking lot waiting for us. Looks like some folks enjoying their day. Picnic tables. Now these trees are budding out pretty good. Just kind of nestled right back in here. Well, when you got that creek running through, you got all the water. Old time wagon. That was modern at one time. I think this is like a gift shop, maybe. Fire hydrant. You think that's back in the 1800s? Heck no. But this is called the Gifford Homestead. The Giffords lived here. Part of the original history. Right here in Capitol Reef National Park. Got the old steps. Some outbuildings. There's that campground. All right, let me sneak inside, see what I can find.
Thanks, y'all.
Take care. Absolutely.
No, but Vegas.
2010.
Which one would you say that would probably like which one would taste better?
Peach and a strawberry.
Peach and
Cherry.
Strawberry rhubarb.
Do you need a bag or just the one?
I'll take this one.
Strawberry rhubarb. What are you going with? There we are. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
$9.
Here we are. Sports to your right.
Well, they got a lot of fruit jellies and jams and aprons, that kind of stuff. Pretty cool. Well, couldn't you imagine? I know I said it earlier, living here, going to that little one-room schoolhouse, being here in this ranch, homestead. I'm sure there was many other homesteads back in here. Pretty rough parking lot. Van wants a rock and roll coming out of here. Very, very scenic. Big day use areas, all of it. Highly recommend coming up here. It's a little ways to get here. There's no close interstates. You gotta travel a little bit. I'm amazed how many people are here right now on a weekday this early in the year. Come up, pick some apples, huh? And there's the park headquarters, visitor center. Probably check in for camping, all that stuff there. Okay, make a left. We're heading west. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for free newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool stuff. Articles, pictures, downloadable puzzles, all free. About previous travels, future travels. Also, we got the mug shots. Send us a picture. We'll post your picture in the newsletter of you watching RVerTV, traveling, your RVs, pets, whatever. We'll try to get it in there. And to do that, you send it to info@RVerTV.tv. Plus, we got a merch shop. All kinds of cool stuff. Armchair Traveler series is out. The Heck Yeah coffee mugs, hats, shirts are out. Very popular, the Heck Yeah. I have fun saying it. A lot of people do that. Heck yeah. And we're going to have a new line of merch out too for the 2026 season coming up, which is starting right around the 1st of June this year. Which helps support the travel and future videos just like this one. Exploring the great state of Utah in these national parks, cliffs, red rocks, Highway 12, all of it. It really does help out. And I appreciate it very much. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. Okay, back in the big town of Torrey. Right off to the left is the Highway 12 we just came in on. Very scenic drive. Glad I came up here this time of year. It worked out well. But need to start trucking back towards Arizona. Back road, small towns here, huh? Torrey is small. But there is just resort after resort, hotels, because of the park, big park. All right, we're gonna drive through downtown Torrey. There's a sign for it. Don't blink, you might miss it. I like small towns. They're homey, make you feel good. Everyone knows everyone else. Be something to be next to a national park, though. I don't know if that would be something different. I've never experienced anything like that. And looks like eateries, a couple little businesses, pizza. Got the church with the steeple. Heck yeah. In more rustic looking places. Isn't that cool how it's tree lined with them big trees? Alright, I think we're about through it. There's the chuck wagon. Get something to eat. Cabins here. So once again, you do not have to have an RV to do this style of travel. hop in your car, and you could still stay at campgrounds and rustic type living. A lot of them little cabins, you know, they got kitchens, you can cook your own food, you're just not stuck in a hotel room, all that kind of stuff. Make a little adventure out of life. That's what this is all about. Okay, as I'm heading back towards Arizona, coming up, month of April and first part of May, a lot of Route 66 stuff. Northern Arizona, maybe even up around the Grand Canyon, who knows. Another small town. Look how all the mountains have disappeared. We're back into open prairie. I'm gonna head up here towards I-15 and drop straight back. Hope you enjoyed this Nevada-Utah trip. Journey continues. Heck, it never ends. Talk soon.